Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! Chicken.
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records and we rank them from worst to best. And we're doing Limp Bizkit this week. So we're going to be ranking their 6 full-length records as well as the Unquestionable Truth Part 1 because it's pretty much a full-length record. It's 30 fucking minutes long. So we're going to rank those 7 things. But before we do that, we're going to get into our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge, and that's where we connect the band of the week to our boy Tom DeLonge. If you didn't already know, my name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Don't be an asshole. All the social media is at Asinine Radio, so go follow us on the socials and hang out with us. So that's all I got for the boring intro. So let's get into our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. What do you got? Go.
I didn't even do anything. I just forgot.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, I got one. Pretty easy. Start with DJ Lethal to Wes Borland. To when he played in From First to Last, he played bass in that band with Sonny Moore, also known as Skrillex. Skrillex co-wrote and was on several songs off of the Korn record, The Path of Totality. Our boy Feldy, your boy Feldy actually, has a co-writing credit on Korn's record, The Nothing, and Feldy to Blink to Tom. So there you go.
That's great.
6 degrees of Tom DeLonge.
Isn't that great? That's great.
It's wonderful. It's fucking wonderful.
That's great.
All right, let's move on then to the album rankings. So like I said, 7 records that we're doing, and we're gonna give our biggest banger from each of them because we should have a banger from each of these. You know?
I do.
You know? Okay, good.
You should.
All right, so what do you got for number 7? Go.
I actually went back and wrote down all my old rankings from the 2 times we've done Limp Bizkit prior to this.
Mm-hmm.
And things didn't change. Some things moved up a little bit, down. Things didn't change all that much, especially the last one. And I don't think this is a bad album, and that results may vary. That's my least favorite. Their 4th album, 2003. I don't think it's a bad album. It's just too ballad heavy. Maybe you like it now because you're a balladman. But they do ballads type songs well enough. But like it's got to be sparse. It's got to be in the middle of an album that is full on Limp Bizkit. You can't have a fucking album of ballads. It's just not going to work. Not going to like it. People aren't going to like it. The songs like never achieved that true Limp Bizkit sound here, which is like where they really, really excel. They excel at that Limp Bizkit sound, that contrast of low to high. If you're going to sing, Fred, that's fine, but it's got to drop into a and then it's got to do something.
Yeah.
But songs like there's a couple songs here that I really did like. I like the Snoop song. I like
oh god.
That was fun
So
because
silly.
you see Fred act as a hype man, and Fred's not really a hype man when he's usually more of like I'm gonna go toe to toe with somebody like we did with Method Man, and we'll talk about it later, but he's never like a hype man. He was kind of a hype man to Snoop. There's like a Snoop song, and then Fred was like the hype man, and that was kind of cool to see. That was fun. But then like Almost Over, I kind of like that song. I think it's a good.
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty damn good like Limp Bizkit ballad. If that was on if that song, dumb it down a little bit, kind of make it a little bit more nasty, a little more gritty, put on $3 Bill, y'all, I think it'd be a banger.
All right, so my number 7 is also Results May Vary. I don't think this is really a bad album. It has, kind of filler moments. The record's fucking long. It's an hour and 8 minutes. And this is the only record to not have Wes Borland on guitar. And it shows because Wes, dude, the guy adds so much nuance to their songs. He knows how to like sit back and do something cool to let everybody else shine, but still like add that atmosphere, add that nice touch. Mike Smith, I believe, is the guitar player on this. He's not a bad guitar player. He's not bad by any means. It's just Wes is something unique and different, and Mike just couldn't fill those shoes, and it sucked because I think he got kind of an unfair deal here, you know. But yeah, results may vary. I mean, Behind Blue Eyes, I really don't like that song. When I listened to the record, I skipped that song because I had already watched the music video, and I'm not going to listen to the song again if I already listened to it once. So, yeah, that's all. You love that song.
I think
you're a sucker for that.
I don't think it's like a shit song. I think it's cute. I think it's like he tried to do something kind of out of his norm, out of his comfort zone. Didn't really work out that well.
No, not at all.
But it's goofy. It's goofy in the vein of Limp Bizkit. I hope that he didn't take it seriously.
No, yeah, I don't know. My banger is "Eat You Alive," that first single. I would have to say it's probably the heaviest song on the record. I feel like it has the most passion, like when he's singing and going back and forth from the singing to the screaming. The riff is actually real solid in this song. I think that's a playlistable song. It's honestly the only playlistable song on the record.
Almost over Alive. Solid. When he's doing like the little rap thing, and then it gets into like the aggressive like chorus.
It's just not enough to be a banger for me. I actually have the "Eat You Alive" single on my want list on Discogs because I don't want to buy this whole record. I just want that single, and then my Limp Bizkit collection is complete.
I don't think Wes Borland could have saved this album though. I don't think he would have added anything. I think this album is built around Fred. I think this album is built around ballads and vocal melodies.
Because I think Fred wrote most of the record. That's why. And before,
so he can do
it was the rest of the
though.
guys who wrote.
But this album is clearly Fred driven. It's not instrumental driven. That's why the instrumental parts don't come in until Fred stops singing. I don't think Wes could have added anything better to this.
Well, Wes wouldn't have allowed these kind of songs to be written in the first place, so of course not.
They always have ballads, so he allows them in the previous albums.
All right, results may vary. Let's move on to better records. So what's your number 6?
Now we're in the spot where I would get it on the vinyls. And I know like I've seen these bootlegs. I'm really hoping for a box set in the very, very near future. But Gold Cobra's here. They're 5th, 2011. This is
slow.
This is a killer album. It really never gets its proper due. No. And like I'm not giving its proper due here until we do it on the pod. Then it'll be really fun. But it's really rock driven. There's a lot of focus on like guitars, on bass. Rivers has some like just seriously great riffs, man. Just all over this fucking album. It's so goddamn good. It's exciting and fun, but they keep the energy from the beginning to the end. And it's tough for them to do that on their longer stuffs because the energy's there, but it's kind of like fake. Like with Chocolate Starfish, I love it. But the energy's kind of there just because like the songs are kind of like that. It's cheesy. It's easy way out, easy exit. These songs aren't as like arena, anthemic, sellout crowd sounding as they are in Chocolate Starfish, but they still keep that same energy as Chocolate Starfish did. Starfish. Douchebag. Dude, Douchebag, I can't get over this song, dude. I really just cannot get over this fucking song. Every time I hear it, it's like the first time I've ever heard it in my life, and it's just it's so funny. It's so fuck you to the haters, and Limp Bizkit always just has like a song where it's just like fuck you to the haters since their beginning, since $3 Bill, y'all. They've never taken themselves seriously. And like it's just Douchebag is another example of how people just missed the fucking boat. People just did not understand what this is. But Douchebag is top tier Limp Bizkit. It's perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect fucking song. Everything about it. But I also like Loser. I like the song Loser. That's another ballad.
It is. Yeah. It's one of the weaker songs on the record.
Dude, that melody is fucking catchy. That's silly boy. Like right now, I know you can recite that melody.
Can I? I don't think I can.
I'm a loser. Yes, it's true.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know exactly what song you're talking about.
You. Oh, dude, so good. They do ballads fairly well. They really do.
Or the song "Walking Away," the other ballad on that. That's a great fucking song.
They do ballads fairly well. They're not like great. They're not top tier, but I like that they throw in a ballad or two per album because they're decent enough. They're melodic enough. I can get into them, and I know it's like a break. It's just like a break for me.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gold Crib was fantastic though. The best cover
It's a
art
killer
because it's the
record.
fucking worst cover art.
Oh, dude, you're totally right. You are totally right. It's so fucking ugly. Oh, it is so ugly.
I like when they were like when they were recording the album too. They were thinking of a name, and Gold Cobra had been brought up in some capacity. I think they were emailing each other back and forth, and they all kind of thought like, yeah, dude, Gold Cobra. That phrase represents the music that we are writing for this album, and it's fucking 100% true.
Yeah, man. It's the video. Well, we'll get into the videos on the main episode because you and I watched all their music videos. So
Good.
we'll get into that shit later. All right, so that's your number 6 is Gold Cobra. My 6 is The Unquestionable Truth Part 1, their EP from 2005. Wes had returned to the band after that short stint away. They returned to Ross Robinson to produce the music. They were supposed to do a part 2, but they never followed up with it, unfortunately. This album is definitely their darkest, their heaviest, their most, I would honestly say this is their most hip-hop inspired record too, because every song has Fred rapping in it. There's not much deviation from there's not much, every song is pretty much the same thing, and it's all really good. The songs are a little bit longer, and it's just fucking aggressive, man. And I wish John Otto played on this. He was in rehab at the time, so he didn't play on this record. I think it was a guy named Sammy Siegler or something like that who played drums, but that guy just did not have the same flair as John Otto. But had John been on this record, it could have really been something real special. But yeah, no, this is it's just rad, man. The Truth, the single off of this, just that build up, man, with that bass line, that do 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 do. It's just busy, and Fred just his flow is so solid on this song, on this whole record.
I agree. I agree.
If this is on vinyl, I would for sure get it, but it's never even been bootlegged. So, yeah, I don't know. The Unquestionable Truth Part 1. It's just a really unique. Well, probably one of their most. I would actually honestly say this is their most unique record that they've ever done. It's just so serious for them. So that's my number 6, The Unquestionable Truth Part 1.
Okay.
So what do you got for number 5?
This one dropped. But by no means do I dislike this. It only dropped one spot actually, and that still sucks. Limp Bizkit still sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think this album is unfucking believable. This is, and like we were kind of like gatekeeping with this a little bit, right? Because this came out and people were like, "Oh wow, Limp Bizkit is actually fun. I can't believe they've been fooling us the whole time." Like, motherfucker, come on, dude. Like,
we never lost faith with our boys in Limp Bizkit.
These guys. So yeah, that Still Sucks comes out, and this is like God tier stuff. This is so campy. This is so goofy. This is more over the top than even Chocolate Starfish was. This is full on, like, just let's do it. Let's make sure everybody knows that we have never been serious. And even like the music itself, the lyrics themselves, they're more serious kind of in the writing because they're writing stronger melodies and they're writing stronger song structures, but the lyrics are completely over the top, and all they do is shit talk themselves, and it's so self-deprecating. It's goddamn, it's just so goddamn good. There's so many good grooves, and they all hit very, very hard. I'm still incredibly impressed. And then listening to it this week, I got a lot of In Utero vibes from this album. A lot of very, like, Pill Popper, the song Pill Popper really reminded me of Milk It. Just the way it sounds, the way it's delivered, everything about it. I was like, dude, this sounds like fucking In Utero by Nirvana. So I got all of that in here. I like that because that's kind of giving you a more kind of throwback, right? DIY, gritty. Let's leave out everybody else and just have the band play type of feeling to it.
Yeah.
But obviously it's a little bit low because of the NXS cover. It's
that's the only weak point.
It's interesting. Really I don't skip it because I don't think it's a terrible thing, but it's not good. It just doesn't match. It doesn't match the energy, the excitement of the album. I think if they would have taken out that, and you can even leave like the later acoustic one.
I think that last song is really good.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I just take out the NXS cover because I don't think it flows from "Turn It Up, Bitch," which banger. And then it's weird placement. I don't like it. I think one acoustic, one ballad type song is fine for this one. But otherwise, this album is goddamn near perfect, honestly. Everything about it I think is fantastic. But dude, I have a bunch of bangers from this one. I don't even know where to even
every song is such a certified banger because they're all so different from one another. That's what I love about this record and when we did this record last year, 2 years ago, whenever we did it, we brought up that, the moment you listen through this record, every song already. Like everything stands out from one another. Nothing bleeds into it. So it's very easy to like kind of playlist these songs and remember what you liked about it because it's just every song is so unique.
Yeah.
I love it. I think love it.
I think like Snacky Poo was one that I really latched onto last time.
I need a Snacky Poo.
He's just so dumb, dude. Barnacle, all you barnacles out there. Like just I don't know, dude. And then Dad Vibes, obviously. And then their videos for this one, man. Their videos for this one have to probably be like their best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Their newest video. I think that's their newest video, right? The World Leaders videos.
Yeah. That's
the most. I think that is their best video they've ever fucking done.
It's fucking solid, man. Even the Dad Vibes video,
dude. That video is just so fucking weird. Like, why? For what? Who called for this? Nobody asked, dude. What is this?
I know.
I still watch it and just feel fucking weird, dude. And like this album too is the one where they're making fun of Fred, and he the other guy he's rapping with says, "Did you give me a Fred ache?" And it's that is so funny, man. Come on. That's so good.
And when Fred yells, "We don't give a fuck," it's so like chocolate starfish sounding.
Oh. Yeah, still sucks.
Man.
Banger of an album though.
Great artwork too, by the way. Wes Borland killed it again with the artwork. Ugly. Yeah, he did
really
Gold Cobra, and he did this.
Really knows how to make something just so fucking ugly, but you just can't look away.
I know. It's great. It's great. All right, my number 5 is Significant Other, the album of the week. So
hold on there, dude.
Let's move on. And I'm not kidding. Like this is really my number 5.
I don't like this already.
I'm not trolling you this time. I swear to you, this is my number 5.
Here we go. That's a Mickey right there.
So what? So what do you got? What do you got for number 4?
This one, I think this one moved the most out of anything else. Let me just. No, it only moved up one. The Unquestionable Truth, Part 1. Still waiting for Part 2, dude. Yeah, this one just keeps getting higher and higher. When we first did it, this was second to last, and then last time we did it, it was third to last, and now it's right in the middle. This is like you said, man. This is the most serious they've been on album. This is very, very hip hop focused in the way it's presented, but it's very Significant Other in its kind of delivery, but it's just more refined. And I get it. That's fine. But I also think I like this a lot because coming off of Results May Vary and then going right into this one, I was doing that thing where you listen to an album and it's like not very good and you're like, oh, well, I kind of like this part, but then also this part was kind of good, and you're like trying to convince yourself that it was better than it was. And then you hear the fucking propaganda, the first track on this album, you're like, yeah, no, this is already better than the entirety of the hour I just spent. For sure.
It's a great opener too. Great fucking opener.
It's unreal. It's top tier Limp Bizkit too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, totally.
This is still 30 minutes too. These fucking EPs and these people in their EPs, half hour power. It's 30 minutes, bro. But this one's it's cohesive. It's a cohesive album that shows these guys just, I don't know, tackle themselves a little bit more serious and in writing a little bit more serious. But it's still not too serious.
No. Because they could have easily done like another $3 bill. Working with Ross again, they could have done something like that again, but they decided to do like the complete opposite of that record.
And it's really crazy. Is kind of like, this really does call back to $3 bill and Significant Other. There's a lot of things here.
Only in like the punk aspect, like the more like the faster punkier stuff. But that's about it.
But song structures, there are things here that are very reminiscent of Significant Other. Just they're done in a more mature way. They're done in a more not goofy way. And there's a lot of things here that call back to like $3 bill, where things are very, very heavy. Things are just kind of like letting that that low C or whatever they're playing, just kind of like ba 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 ba, play out a little bit longer, maybe more than like 4 or 5 notes. We're doing like 8 notes and letting everything drop in.
Yeah, and Wes definitely relied less on little tricks and effects and everything on Unquestionable Truth. Everything was very, as weird as it sounds, everything was very stripped down. Like DJ Lethal didn't have the soundscapes, and he wasn't really scratching too much. Just a very, very stripped down performance. It's great though. I fucking love it.
It's good.
So is Propaganda your favorite? Your band?
Yeah, Propaganda is my favorite.
All right. My number 4 then is Gold Cobra, 5th record from 2011. Oh man, dude, you touched upon so much. The artwork, the just how they're having. It just sounds like they're having so much fun, and this is truly the extension to Chocolate Starfish, because it has that kind of craziness, the off the wall stuff you like. You're like, what the fuck? Why did they think this is a good idea to make a song like this? Like it's so fucking bizarre. It's a little bit long of a record, but overall, man, every song just is so good. It's so good, and the lyrics are just fucking dumb. They're but so funny. Like my banger off this one is Why Try? Why try? You're gonna die. You're going straight to the gate in the sky. I mean, come on, dude. Those lyrics are so stupid. And then there's a fucking lyric in that song too. He calls somebody an insecure gorilla. Like, what does that even mean? It means nothing. That means literally nothing. I love it. And then the other song too, I can't remember what it is right now, but he says, I don't like riding in limos. Limos make me car sick. Like, I don't know.
Matter of fact, dude, it's straight up.
It is. There's no reason to have lyrics like this. I guess if you listen to it in the context of the songs, it's more jarring because it's just weird, dude. It's a weird album. I love it though. It's truly underrated. This one deserves so much more credit than it ever gets. And I think Wes Borland stepped it up with his guitar playing too, because he was doing some weird, wacky sounds on his guitar on this record. And you know, I'm sure we'll talk about it on Significant Other, but when you look at guitar players who make weird sounds and do things that are unconventional with the guitar, Wes Borland is way better than Tom Morello. Like every day every year I lose more and more respect for Tom Morello and realize more and more that he's not that great. He's truly a one trick pony, and that's it. That's all. And it's so boring and tiresome.
I think
Wes Borland is so unique.
I think the difference between Tom Morello and Wes Borland is that Tom Morello can do a lot of really cool things, like Edge can and U2. He can make a lot of cool noises for like solos and for kind of elementary like soundscapes. When you get Wes Borland in there, and dude, like we'll talk about it with break stuff. It's 2 fucking notes. The entire song is 2 fucking notes. One of the most iconic nu metal songs of all goddamn time. And Wes Borland is out here with 2 fucking notes. And
it blows me away every time.
That's it. That's the difference. Like, oh, that's great, Tom. Like, check this out. That's it. I choose the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 fucking notes, dude.
Just it all comes. Oh, we'll talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, yeah. So Gold Cobra, my number 4, bangers. Why try? You're gonna die. He's going straight to the gate in the sky. What's your number 3? Go.
So my top 3 is usually always the same. They rotate a little bit. I really tried to not. I mean, my top 1, my best, my biggest. I really tried not to get it there. But it just hits so hard, man. So number 3 for me this week was $3 Bill. And listening to a lot of nu metal this week, like a lot of fucking nu metal this week and last week. This album is, it's good. It is fucking solid nu metal. Like even at this stage, they didn't take themselves seriously in any way. I just think that some of these songs are a little bit longer than they should be. Most are 4 minutes, and the album runs a little bit long without much variety. And like
that's
everything else they've ever done, except for the Unquestionable Truth, just has that variety there. And that's like the only reason why this is so down. This is so low, and it's so less fucking number 3. But it's still like, goddamn near a perfect album. I don't even know. Maybe a perfect album. Who cares? I don't know. But when this hits, like when it hits, dude, it hits hard. Fred screaming, so goddamn good here. It's so damn good here. And he's also very like self-deprecating right out the gate, which should have told the world that these guys are not serious. Don't take him seriously. I don't understand like why people did. And I don't think I guess in our origin story, I guess we could talk about it. But Clunk was my favorite the one this week. Dude, everyone grooves so super, super well on this one. Otto's bass line.
Rivers.
Rivers Cuomo's bass line is crazy deep, melodic, and it goes somewhere. And the song just stops, right? These guys do the stop and go so well. This song just stops, and there's this hip hop part in the middle. Dude, that sounded weird. Hip hop pop in the middle.
Hip hop.
It always comes back to the King's English. Always
back to the King's English. Right?
Whenever you make a mistake in your own native tongue, you just blame the King's English for some reason. Terrible. There's a little hip hop part in the middle of the song that just like it's like everybody stop, right? Like any other kind of band that doesn't really listen to a lot of hip hop or doesn't do a lot of hip hop stuffs, the song would just stop, and then it would go to hip hop, and then the hip hop part would stop, and then it would go back into the song. Dude, this blends so well. It doesn't even blend that well because it just kind of stops. Like how the fuck again, Wes Borland. I'm gonna put all this on Wes because everything great about this band I think comes from kind of Wes. Because like Sammy Rivers and then John Otto, they're great musicians for sure. I don't know how much input they have on like the overall writing process. It seemed like Wes and Fred are like the main people, and then Lethal's just adding soundscapes and stuff. But like the way it goes into the hip hop and out of the hip hop, it's like that in Francis or Leviquez, right? It's like that dun dun dun, and then it drops in. It's so stupid. It's so bare bones. It's so elementary. It's so basic.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's all you need. Oh, man. And Clunk was like, damn, dude, Clunk is like their part in Leviquez. Like that was it. I was like, wow, man, you guys did the unthinkable with just half a second's notice.
I would agree with you on that. And the way that song starts too, Fred just yells clunk, and then it sounds like everything's falling down. Like it sounds like what you think clunk sounds like. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the way they all hit their instruments at that one note. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
Fuck, this album is so good. I didn't like new metal. This album is so good.
Shut up. Stop saying you don't like new metal. You fucking love it. You're trying so hard to not like something, but I know you like it. That's why you got through new metal season so quickly, because you fucking love it. Or you got through all these records.
I've listened to 20 records already during new metal season.
Yeah. You got more. You got fucking like 14 Korn records to listen to. Oh,
21.
Shit.
Excuse me. 21 new metal fucking records. Well, like we're doing new metal season, right? Like obviously we're going to end on Korn.
Yeah,
so that's going to happen.
You got to do it. We got 2 weeks until then. But anyway, $3 bill, y'all.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Y'all.
Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have made it more in theme with new metal season with doing only Ross Robinson records. That could have actually been pretty cool, but too late now.
Too late now.
Anyway, my number 3 is Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. Third album from 2000. The fastest selling record of all time? Isn't that the record? Or most records sold in a week?
Yeah, dude, like most records sold in a half a mil in a week.
No, it sold over 1 million records in a week.
Over 1 million in a week.
Yeah.
It was for sure the fastest at the time. I don't know if it's still all time, but
no, I think it still is. I think it still holds a record. It's fucking nuts. Regardless, how does this record sell over 1 million copies in a week for a band that supposedly everybody hates, which we'll get into more on the main episode because I think everybody's full of fucking shit.
Full of shit. Fucking poser motherfuckers. All of them. All y'alls.
Except for us. We're the true yids. Yeah, Chocolate Starfish. I mean, this album is... They really doubled down on the goofiness and silliness that's on the first 2 records. They made everything more grand and bigger and louder and more like I don't want to say stadium rock because it's not stadium rock, but you can imagine them playing arenas, you know, with these songs because they're so big sounding. It's the production on this record I think it's the best they've ever done on any of their records. Like overall, sonically, this is the best sounding record they've ever put out, and they had the fucking money to do it. They're one of the biggest bands of the era, but yeah, Chocolate Starfish, it's ridiculous, man. The guest appearances that they have on this are annoying and kind of good at the same time. It's bizarre. You know, you get the title track where he says "fuck" so many fucking times. I don't know, man. This record is it's pretty unreal. It's pretty fucking unreal that they followed up Significant Other with this. And we've done this on the pod, so go listen to the episode. We really broke this one down, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah, my banger, you know what? It's My Generation. I don't care that it's a single. This song, it gets me pumped every fucking time. That intro that John Otto does, just that drum beat, man. That simple drum beat, that it gets me so pumped all the fucking time. And then it breaks into everybody, just drops in with that big heavy riff. Yeah. Oh my God. Do you know where you are?
He took it, dude. Where did he take it?
It's so fucking good.
Where did he take it?
It's so good.
Where did John Otto take it?
To the Matthews Bridge, of course.
To the Matthews Bridge, baby. I don't know what the fuck the Matthews Bridge is. What was that? I don't remember.
I think we looked it up, but I don't remember what it was either.
So stupid.
It's
so
really
regional and stupid.
But goddamn, dude, that transition into that verse, dude, with
Wes
Borland playing that guitar riff.
Oh my God.
It's like some Rage Against the Machine shit, but way fucking better. It's like what Tom Morello wishes he could have done with some Rage songs, but Wes he fucking nailed it. He fucking nailed it. And just the not the, oh my God, what is it? I can't even think right now. Not the pinch harmonics that he does leading.
It just kind of like mutes him. The little chickas.
Yeah, dude, just his guitar playing. It's incredible. That's like my word of the day today is incredible.
Incredible.
Because that's what this song. I used actually a lot last week too. But that's my new go-to word for a while, I guess. Incredible. But Chocolate Starfish. That's my number 3. What do you got for number 2?
Chocolate Starfish. And the hot dogs flavored waters. I have nothing bad to say about this album, honestly. It's Limp Bizkit doing fucking full send on their sound. People made fun of like Significant Other, right? They said, "Oh, this is problematic. They're misogynistic. This band is a joke." So what do? They fucking quadruple down. Say, fuck them all. Let's just do that same exact sound, but like be the journey of that sound. And you mentioned like the stadium rock, like arena. Yeah, it's not like Journey, a stadium rock sound. But like this album is like the journey of fucking nu metal. This album is it.
Yeah.
This is stadium rock for nu metal. This is what it is. Absolutely. It's bigger than life, like set pieces in their music videos, like My Generation. The whole fucking like driving the car. Oh, that was Roland actually. Driving the car thing. Like, dude, they're making up like dance moves and stuff. Like, come on. Like, what is this?
And they're performing on top of the World Trade Center.
So
like
silly.
The actual World Trade Center. You know,
it's insane. This album is bigger than life. At the time, this was bigger than life.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, dude. When this record came out, I was so obsessed. So fucking obsessed.
There's honestly not. I think this is the only album they have that I don't think there's anything that's even like close to filler. I think every song on here is either like a beyond banger, a banger, or something I think serves a purpose. What do you? Which one? Boiler? You like Boiler?
No, I love Boiler. Actually, I know you hate Boiler.
Boiler's the only one I think is. It's.
I think Boiler is their best ballad.
Okay.
But no, come on. The remix version of Rollin'.
Are you kidding
that
me?
song.
The barking? Are you joking me? Are you joking my ass right now?
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Oh my God, dude.
That is my least favorite.
That one is. Good
That's
Lord.
my least favorite song on the record.
I only listen to this album so I can get to that song. That's it. Damn, man. But not honestly though. I can't fucking. What are you talking about?
Oh man,
I love that track. I love that. I think it's so goofy. It's so goofy, even for Limp Bizkit standards.
Yeah,
dude, like DMX is out there barking.
Well, that's what he always did. That was like his thing.
Oh, but you have him on a track, and everybody thinks like you're a joke, but then people hate you, and your album comes out, and dude, everything about this album is ugly, ugly, ugly. I don't know. I think there's more. I think there's more depth here than like $3 bill. I do. I think it's superficial depth, like I mentioned earlier with Still Sucks. I think the depth here is just because they wanted to make fun of themselves and kind of be jokey. But I don't. Dude, it's not topping Significant Other. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
my
wrong.
my new banger though is "Take a Look Around."
That's a good one.
We've been trying to like dabble in jamming it to this on our jam nights, and we've been kind of like setting it up a little bit. But dude, like the way this song just kind of goes from that high to that low, right, dude,
Yep.
right, brother, that high to that low,
Cool.
that kind of like reverbed Mission Impossible sounds, that down, very easy, only a couple
and then that
notes,
bridge.
that's all you need.
Oh, when that bridge hits that bum 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 dun, he just hits those fucking heavy ass chords. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. Oh, I love that. I love that song.
It's so good.
I
Yeah.
hate the video, but love that song.
Oh, the video is so goofy. The video is
it's
so
one of the.
embarrassing.
I think
It's
that's like their
embarrassing.
worst video. It's
I think-
definitely their worst video.
I think it's safe to say like that one is embarrassing. Even after seeing all their videos, that one is embarrassing.
That one is the one. Yes, for sure. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. And then when the phone explodes at the end, it's that really bad like CGI explosion that God, it's terrible. It's
awful.
It makes sense why that video was never promoted after it was made.
I mean, I don't. Also, they just didn't need to fucking promote it, right? Because it was Mission Impossible thing.
Well, that was the first single. I didn't know that until this week, but that was the first video that came out for the album, and then they made My Generation and Rollin', and then they put those videos out at the same time.
Although
and that's
My
fucking
Way,
crazy too.
My Way's pretty fucking goofy too, though.
It
Kinda
is, but it's a better Goofy. It's a way better Goofy.
I guess just because
Then
it's
take a look around.
like those set pieces in My Way are a little bit. I will talk about the videos later.
All right. My number 2 is Still Sucks. Their 6th album from 2021. We did this one on the pod when it came like a week after it came out because we were so excited about it because it's fucking great. I love this record. There are times even now where I'll listen to it and I'll go, wow, I want to listen to this again. So I'll just I'll loop it around again. That's how much I rarely do that with any records. And it's the perfect amount of time. It's like 32 minutes or something like that. It's a really short record. The perfect length. And oh my God, dude. And like I was saying, every song sounds different from the other. So you're constantly just excited. You're not zoning out. Like it's a new thing. Like and clearly the first song on the record was directly inspired by Turnstile. The way that Fred sings on that first song on that opener is straight up Turnstile. And I love it. I fucking love it. Because it's not like a rip off of Turnstile, but you know that he's been listening to a lot of that band.
And that's
at that
so
point.
respectable. I love that, dude. Like
I love it
if
too.
Fred came out and said that he loved Turnstile, that would be. Oh man.
It would make fucking sense, man. And the guy has great taste in music, honestly. I mean, but anyway, I mean, we touched upon a lot of this already. I've got 2 bangers right now. My 2 biggest bangers right now are "Turn It Up, Bitch" and "Dirty Rotten Biscuit."
Bitch.
The heaviness of "Dirty Rotten Biscuit" is great, and then just the straight up hip hop of "Turn It Up, Bitch," and that part where we talked about it on the pod, but the part where it's just that sample of the girl saying, I forgot what she says now, but it's just that sample, and it only happens once in the song, but it just that transition from the verse into that chorus is just perfect. I fucking love it. And then in what is it, Snacky Poo? Gotta love the crickets.
Oh, dude,
Great
that
too.
throwaway line. It's blinking is gone, but damn, it's so good.
I say it all the time too. Gotta love the crickets.
I love the crickets.
Oh man,
What does it even mean,
I
dude?
love
It's so
Still Sucks.
stupid.
And I got the bootleg of this one. Nice, like bright pink vinyl. Not like RTJ4, a little bit more muted, but still a really solid cover to match like the brightness of the album cover. It's a great bootleg. I mean, it sounds, because I have Gold Cobra as well, the bootleg of that, and Still Sucks sounds way better than my Gold Cobra does. So I don't know why you didn't pick up this bootleg. I really don't get it.
I need to. I need to.
It's a great pressing, but so I don't know. That's my number 2. Still Sucks. So your number 1 is of course Album of the Week. This is fun, right?
Significant Other, baby.
All right,
I did.
my number 1.
I really tried to not make this my number 1. I was trying to pick it apart, and I have a lot of not nice things to say about it.
I will say I had before I like finalized my notes for Significant Other. I did have it higher. I had it at like my number 3. And then after I finalized my notes and was really kind of thinking about the record, I thought, wow, dude, it's just not as good as It's my number 5. That's why it's my number 5.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll get into it.
You can say silly things from time to time.
No, I never have. I never will. Well, I don't know about that, dude. Well, $3 Bill, y'all, is my number 1. Their first record. Ross Robinson produced this from 1997. I love how everything sounds, how gritty and gross it sounds. The guitar tones that they got out of Wes on this are just, they're nasty. It sounds gross. It just sounds, it sounds sweaty and gross. It's like, that's the best way to describe the tone of this record, down to the drums that has that loud crack, but that like almost, keg sounding with a baseball bat crack.
So good.
I fucking love it. The songs are faster, they're heavier. What?
That's a Saint Anger sound.
Well, kind of. The songs are faster. They're more like hardcore punk based. Fred, I mean, I'll say it forever. I think he has one of the best screams in metal music. I don't give a fuck. And this album really shows that. I mean, God, dude, he's so good. And this album is just chaos, pure fucking chaos. It sounds like it's about to fall apart at every step of the way, and I love it. I fucking love it. And I also love how much they appreciate their friends, which we'll definitely get into on Significant Other because it's a huge part of their history. But dude, they're very appreciative, and they have a whole song about Indigo Ranch where they recorded this album. It's fucking great.
Indigo Float.
But yeah, so I love this record. It never gets old. I have a bootleg of this as well. It's kind of a shitty bootleg, but whatever. I'm not going to pay $350, $400 for an OG copy of this.
I'd honestly I'd be dropping like $300-$400 on a box set.
I would do that. I would do that as well, but who knows if it'll ever happen or when it will. And at that point, I'll sell these bootlegs that I have.
I don't think it'll happen anytime soon because like nobody seems too concerned about doing it.
Yeah, the most concern we got was a few months back when Enjoy This Ride Records put out an official version of Chocolate Starfish, and then Fred Durst said, "No, this is not official, but I give you my blessing to do this."
Yeah, he said it's not official, but it's all right.
It's because the band doesn't have the rights to the vinyl, to vinyl, so the record labels are allowing this.
And I don't think he cares though, because you see a lot of bands that will like post and like fucking De La Soul, for instance. They will post things about like, we don't have the rights to this. Don't buy anything. If you want to support us, do this. You don't see like anybody in Limp Bizkit camp doing that. So I don't think they care.
They don't. But then it sucks too, because like I hear stories too where the band don't have the rights to the physical format. So there are bands like I just heard recently like TSOL. They don't have the rights to their vinyl, so they actually went and bootlegged their own records, and then sold technically unofficial copies at their shows, because their record label, the record label wouldn't press it, so they went out and pressed it themselves.
I like technically
that. Technically, they're bootlegs.
You about to get fucking sued doing stuff like that, though.
Yeah, probably.
Buy your own record label. What are they gonna do? They're gonna see you, and then everybody's gonna fucking hate that record label.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah. Anyway, Leech is my favorite song off this record. It's technically a demo, but it's still on the official. Like, it's still on the record, and it's like a 2.5 minute song, if that, maybe. And it's fast, it's aggressive. Once again, like I said, it sounds like it's about to fall apart, and I love it for its chaos. I really, really do, and its aggressiveness. So $3 Bill, y'all, is my number 1, their best record, and that's all I got for this episode. You have anything else?
That's no, that's it. That's all.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Stay tuned for the main episode because we're getting into Significant Other by the Limp Bizkits. So that's it. That's all.
Out.